Shout out to everybody here on this beautiful Saturday morning. Hope you're doing well. We're battling this tight price action. Looks like Bitcoin may break out here. I think you should pay attention, even though it's the weekend. Get the likes up to the watchers. Where the lifers at? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Stay motivated. Let's go.
Can I tell you that? Can
Bam, 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 bam. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Beautiful day for Bitcoin, 68,150. Can we bounce back to the upside? Shout out to all the beautiful people here in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. Sam Price, been trading for over about, I'd say 12 years. I started trading 20 years ago, but I started doing technical analysis about 12 years ago. Seriously, it's now been my life. It's all I do. It's everything I do. I dedicate my life to one thing and one thing only. Well, to God, to my family, and to my trading group, and to technical analysis. And that's it. I keep things very simple in my life, okay? I talked about this being a flag on the 1 hour. I thought when these, remember I said you can do whatever you want all day and just wait for the alerts. If the alerts keep going, you got yourself a possible move here to the upside. We're going to delete all this. We're going to show you how neat and clean it is. That wasn't what I was posting to the trading group. But you can see right now the 15-minute is above the 200 moving average. It's sitting inside of what I call a beautiful flag. It's an ascending triangle above the 200, touching the 21. These break out, I'd say 80% of the time when they're set up this nice. But it's low volume weekend. Maybe they go and stop hunt. This can be a 50% pattern. They could easily come down here and just snatch you all out because there's really no other trade, right? There's only one trade. Like, everyone's going to trade this. The sad thing is some people say they can't trade it because there's going to be a stop hunt and they miss out on the pump. If you just take the pump every time. So I just trade the 21 above the 200 over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I have it set up here on Pionex. I'm already in the trade on MEXC. I told you I've been on the 4 hour for 5 days now, right? I gave you the bottom call on the 4 hour, which so far has stayed strong as the actual bottom. Will it be the bottom? We don't know for sure. But so far it is reacting very similar to a bottom. So look, this previous support is resistance here. We're going to keep the stop loss below. And so this is what I'm looking at here. This would take you to about 70,781. And then the stop loss would have to be somewhere between 67,334. All right. This is a smaller account. Something ain't right. Hold on. There we go. 900 for 29. It's the weekend, so we'll go small. 300 for 900. Yeah, 290 for 944. I like it. This is Pionex. I like trading on Pionex. Great exchange. Really started off with the easy, smooth movers here. Take profit and the stop loss. You could just move your take profit right to this area. So simple. Make sure the stop loss is above the liquidation. Very important. I talk about this a lot in the trading group and just kind of setting things up here for success. Always have a stop loss, but I like this trade right here. There's a bigger flag, this longer idea. There's a smaller flag. Let's do our top-down analysis and see what's happening. I'm bullish on the NASDAQ, pumping back to the upside. I'm calling a NASDAQ move. I said Friday was your time to buy. I could see a gap up on Monday, and you'd be like, dang, this guy had me at hello. But hey, watch my technical analysis video every Friday. We'll break it down for you and show you what's happening. So we're going to delete everything here. We're going to start fresh. We don't just sit on the small time frames. We whittle our way down. We start with the monthly. We look at the big time frames every single day, folks, and break it down for you. All right. PZBCN is a new coin, been out 2 weeks. CKG, the YouTuber, is the one that started the coin. It's up 100K market cap. Huge potential, I guess. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it. I might take a look at it. I might not. Depends on how risky I'm feeling today. So previous support is resistance. We bounced, but it looks like we could still come lower, right? We need a tweezer bottom on the monthly. We basically have to wait to March to end for us to get the information we need. I never used to know this. I never was so zoomed out. In the last 2 years, I learned the monthly way better than ever in my whole life, right? I started trading the monthly. I never looked at the monthly before. We never really needed to. It didn't have enough information. Then it made its first bull flag right here, and that's when you had to start paying attention to the monthly. Bitcoin said, I'm going to break out, and then it, 2 large breakouts in a row? You're not going to get a pullback to the 786? Fibonacci retracement brings you right there. If you go the whole length and you come down, it says we could be retesting $39,000 to $40,000. Could is the question, but we very well may. There is a chance we could be going down that low. All right. He said Claude is going to be the real one of this weekend. Claude is out of control. Claude code, Claude this, Claude that. If you're not like building a Mac Mini with Claude right now, you're not doing life. You're not living right. You know what I mean? I feel like there's going to be something going on there though, because it was so much of a of a frenzy for it. It does feel like a bandwagon, like everyone's doing it. But maybe it's like a niche bandwagon, and I feel like I'm part of the niche, so you think everyone's doing it, but only everyone in your niche is really doing it. I don't know, this thing got completely demolished. It's trying to find a bottom, though. If this is the one you're talking about, it doesn't look amazing. And then this guy brought up another coin that he's shilling, technically. No offense, I love you, Vincent, but you're technically shilling. You got to know when you're shilling and when you're not, right? If you're not on 3 different accounts, get the likes up. You're not living right. God bless Chris Ghost, man. I love you. I bought more Bitcoin. I ain't scared. Shout out to Crypto Plumber. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. Cloud is going to be the real runner. CAW. I don't know. It doesn't look amazing to me. Looks like it already got rug pulled, man. Man, everyone's going to run off this Cloud bot stuff, man. Maybe it runs. I don't know. But it already looked like it came to a pounding dump. We're going to get back to Bitcoin in a second, folks. Trying to find that coin that the guy just brought up. That's why you got to super chat it. I can't even look. It's not even that many chats, and I can't find it. Or where it is there. PZBCN. What is this? PZBCN. What is that? PZBCN. No way, I'm all set. I wouldn't touch that thing with a 10-foot pole, man. Zeb Parrot, I'm all set. 19K market cap, I'm all set. No way. That thing ain't going nowhere, man. Anyway, I'm moving on from that and back to things that matter, like Bitcoin. So look, retracements on Fibonacci's. We got to get a monthly candle close next to the monthly candle, a green candle. Like, it's very simple. Weekly starting to show some sign that this could flip green. If we can close a green 2-week chart. We need a tweezer bottom on a substantial time frame, weekly and above, to get out of this mess. What I see happening right now is just another bear flag. Just another bear flag, nothing, you know what I mean? And we go further to the downside. So I just see more downside for BTC. You see what I'm saying? Unless we can see something change, unless this 15-minute breaks out, watch the smaller time frames for reversal. I'll be able to be the first one to see it because I never take a day off. Don't you understand? Price action is either know it or be so consistent that you don't have to know it. You just have to be there every single day and you're going to know it. You get it? I chose the consistent route. I don't have to think. I just got to show up. I'm going to know what's going to happen. I'm going to be one of the first people to see it. All right. He goes, PZBCN, that wasn't the coin. Sure, it wasn't. That was the coin, man. That was it. PZBCN. That's the coin, man. It's trash, bro. It's complete trash. This is it. Actually, you're right. It looks promising on the TA. Looks like it could break out on the TA. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on, but the TA does look good. It looks like Bitcoin right now. It's kind of tight inside of a wedge, right? You may be onto something. I still wouldn't touch it. 146,000, 30K in the... It does have locked liquidity, though, at the very least. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Looks like a major selling. Oh, someone bought $1. Look at people are buying $1, $4, $2, $10. Like, look at this, man. Imagine putting in $9 in this coin, 83 cents. Like, what is that going to do? $200, $500? It's got too many people with no money, man. Yeah, like the best thing it is to get on this channel now, you know what I mean? It's like, it does look good technical analysis wise. It's very tight. I wouldn't be surprised if it broke out a little bit. But I'd also wouldn't be surprised if it went to absolute zero and did nothing. So possible 150% gains there on the beginning stages. It is very early. What if it goes to 10 mil and you 10? I get it. Hey, you might have found something. At least you're looking, bro. At least you're looking. You know what I mean? Please take a look at OG USDT. Send in super chats, folks. Come on. Send in a super chat. Yeah, just because you did that, I'm not going to do it. You see? Because you tried to turn this into a super chat. Just send a super chat, man. It's $1.99. Don't be cheap. Okay? Like, just do the right thing. All right? Other people do it every single day. Anyway, so look for this flag to get tight and come to the downside. Unless we get, I would love a V-shaped recovery. Inverted head and shoulder. We break out. we're back to 129 by July. It could happen, folks. You know what I mean? This could have been the bottom. I bought like it was. I hope, you know what I mean? You do whatever makes you happy, but I hope you bought like it was the bottom. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But man, when the fear and greed is below 10 for weeks at a time, you see 5, 6, and 7. I mean, you got to be buying more BTC. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But in my mind, that's a beautiful place to be buying Bitcoin. All right. Bitcoin 68,200. So this is our possible scenarios. If we keep going sideways for a few more weeks and this flag fills out, then the head is done. We're not getting an inverted head and shoulder. But if in the next week or two we start pushing back to the upside, we negate the flag. So again, that's quantum. That's my projection quantum theory right there, showing you the two scenarios and then taking which one that changes the fork in the road, right? Makes the move. 5-day chart finally getting a bullish reversal candle, right? Which we need. You got to have a green candle next to a red one or you're not reversing. It's not happening. That could be a long right there with a stop below these wicks. That could end up being the absolute bottom, or at least one of these, which give you a slow bleed back up. 3-day chart, tweezer bottom, tweezer bottom, tweezer bottom. It did 3 tweezer bottoms in a row. That's strong. However, to me, it looks like it's just making a bear flag. Like I'm not convinced yet we're going to skyrocket out of this. And then here we are on the daily. And remember, I talked about yesterday longing the daily right here. We did long the daily right there with the wick there. It's still long, right? It's crazy what happened. We turn green, we turn red. Now it looks like a possible double bottom. So I get rid of the weekly projection because that's only there if we don't do what the daily wants us to do. Love you, bro. Too many broke people in crypto want to get rich off $1. I know. Good morning, Mr. Price. Thanks for being such a good mentor. God bless you. Thank you. Hey, I'm here for you guys no matter what, for free every single day. Every single day. All right? And then if you like the dedication, you like what you've seen with me, you jump into the trading group and you say, you know what? I made enough money to support this man and help him teach other beginners. And $99 to me is nothing because he made me thousands, or he helped me make thousands. That's how I look at it, right? So that's my idea of how I project the business to go is I help people for free every day. I give you free information. It's back tested. It's amazing. You can use it for years on any asset in the world. You can trade any market in the world, whether it's Forex, whether it's gold, silver, Tesla, you name it. NVIDIA, Palantir, you can do it. All right. I made $1 out of 15 cents. Yeah. Send in $1, a super chat, man. I'm just messing. Good morning, Mr. Bright. Thanks for being such a good mentor. God bless you, bro. And shout out to Reliable J with the $9.99. God bless you. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Crypto McFurdy. Morning, lifer. Hope the leg is doing well, brother. Any chance you could take a look at PEPE? Thank you and have a great stream. Keep up the great work. God bless you. Amazing, bro. $10 super chat at Saturday morning. You're awesome. Like you're giving like that. That's amazing. So beautiful double bottom here. We want to see this thing reach back to liquidity zones, which is 77,000. I'm looking for the 4-hour to come back to the 200 moving average. When these get tight, usually pump up to the 200. I thought it would happen here. It's been waiting ever since. But my back-tested strategy suggests that what will happen regardless of manipulation, regardless of what they do. You know, it still could make a descending triangle or a bear flag here. It could just come up, get sideways, and then dump down the bear flag. So we're still not out the water yet. What has to happen? Well, the first thing that has to happen is this 15-minute has to stay above the 200 moving average. That's the first thing, and we need to break out this flag. Thought we might have broken out by now on the stream, but the tightness prevails, right? So there we have 71,100, and that's kind of, we're looking to get to 71K if we can today. A beautiful breakout. It's got a parabolic vibe to it. Right, there's the parabola there. Let's form it. Let's free it. Let's get the move to the upside. Right? Boom. So that's what we're looking for. Same thing on the 1-hour time frame. And that kind of showed, and funny, the 1 hour's a little overbought though, didn't do the damage. Curving now, so we'd have to wave up like this. And remember, I have seen these dump. This could easily just go right down and turn into a double bottom and stop hunt us, or it comes like this. And it double bottoms. And it turned into a stop hunt of the flag, which could very well happen. Where's Ada going down? You have a target for me. Love you. Shout out to you, Rick. Shout out to Ricardo Arcia. God bless you, man. Thank you. So we got 2 super chats to get in here. We got Pepe and we've got Cardano. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin breaking out. I can see how it may not. I have a stop loss in case it doesn't go my way. I'm not all in and saying, hey, it has to do this. I got proper risk management based off years of back testing. I'm doing a logical move that makes sense. The 21s near the 200 were very tight on the 1 hour time frame. And it's the other way around. And, the 4 hour looks like it has reversed. At least like it's going to move back to the top of the channel. Nothing crazy, but I kept saying we were going to break out of this falling wedge. I gave you the 1 hour trade here, if you remember right there. We bought this green candle. That's still in the money after all the shenanigans. And I gave you the 4 hour bottom call, which I made a short about it, which you can go watch my short. And I tell you the buy right here, the stop below here, that's still in the money if you took advantage of the long. So we basically caught a falling knife. We saw the Adam and Eve that didn't play out. Now we have the elongated double bottom, and now here we are watching the 15-minute. I've given you everything I can give you. Okay? The only thing I don't like is the 4 hour was a little overbought. So was the 1 hour. It's a little sketchy. Let's see if we get a huge short squeeze today on the low volume movement, and then something will come back, right? So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I don't have to go over it again. I'm really, I understand it. I've put in the work today. I've done my due diligence with a fresh, clean mind after getting out of bed, and I'm ready to see what it is. So we've got Bitcoin taken care of. Now, there are all coins that may move with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin moves, there's a few things. There could be a few flags here. Pepe's in this little bull flag here on the 22, touching the 21. Could break out. I would only DCA into something like Pepe. I don't think I'd be swing trading it just yet. It doesn't have the volume. But I'm looking for that to break out. Yeah, you want to see the breakout. And are you in a flag on the 15 like Bitcoin? Kind of, not really. You were in the flag, and look, they stop hunted the flag because it's lower volume. So you'd have to elongate the flag now. And you see something like this. Not amazing. It is bouncing off the 15-minute 200, though. There's a little bit of bullishness there. It's almost like it faked out, broke back inside. Maybe it'll break out again. If Bitcoin pumps today, I think this will pump with it. Watch your 22-hour time frame. Watch your 15, but I'm not trading Pepe. Yeah. It's crazy. We call this mooning now because price action has been so beat. But look, the 4 hour time frame. I'm telling you right now, I've seen this so many times. It looks like a bear flag, right? But it's an Adam and Eve. It's a hidden Adam and Eve, right? You see and that should break out. I see a pump to the 200 moving average. This is what I want Bitcoin to do. This is, tight moving averages. You pump up to the 200. I've seen it many times. Then we start getting back above the 1 hour 200 moving average. Look, this is the signal right here. BNB is breaking out as we speak. It could be the winner for the day. Looks like it's front running Bitcoin for whatever reason. I see BNB headed to 670 and up to 700. I think it's one of the best buys in the game. That and Bitcoin Cash. I'm going to unsubscribe from you, bro. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Like, if that's how nasty you are, then I don't want you in my trading group. I don't want you around me, and I don't want you near us. So, dude, my leg, I have a ruptured Achilles, and I'm not acting like you. You know what I mean? Like, look, my leg is ruptured. I'm sitting here. I had surgery 2 days ago, and I could whine and complain, dude. Watch, I'll do your OG, and then you'll praise me. It's like, jeez. Because I didn't do what you want. I didn't dance for you. You put out the tap shoes, and I didn't dance for you. Now you're upset? Come on, man. If you're that soft, right, that you can't hang inside of and get free information from someone that's been trading for 12 years, that you have to publicly say that you're out, then we know that you're soft. I don't hang out with soft people, man. So either get hard and say, you know what, you're right. I'll do OG for you right now if you're willing to say, you know what, man, I was just tired and bugging out, because we're all human. I'll give you a chance to say sorry right now. All right? I'll do OG for you since you're soft and you're crying about it. But the other people nicely sent in a super chat. You see what I mean? Like, so I'm disrespecting them when I go do your thing because they sent in a super. You get what I'm saying? I don't think you understand, but and so let's do OG for the baby, for the little baby out here. softy. My mom and dad died. My mom died on Thanksgiving. I didn't act like that. You know what I mean? I didn't even act like that. I said, dear Lord, thank you for the, for bringing her, taking her with all my family around me. So what will happen if you take a look at OG without super chat request? I'm looking at it for you right now. It looks pretty whack, man. Is this the OG you're looking at? And I usually do it. I was just being funny. I trying to see if I could get you going. I guess I did. You know what I mean? It's so funny, man. It's like, I'm not going to be here anymore. Well, I'm happy that you responded, because we're not this other channel that, like, we like to actually create relationships with people. Most of the people in the chat, I end up meeting them. I go places. So I'd like to take, the one thing I'll give you is it has a bit of an inverted head and shoulder, right? Which could bounce back to the upside. It's in that same flag that Bitcoin was in, but it seemed to slump already. Right? Let's take a look at it in the bigger time frame and zoom on in. So it's consolidating back to its key area where it likes to hang, right? Looks like complete garbage, though, I have to be honest. Agreed? Right? Nothing OG about it, right? I like that. This ain't OG status at all, right? Weekly is moving back to the upside. It looks okay, I guess. I don't buy gum off the bottom of the shoe. I don't scrape. This is by scraping gum off the bottom of the shoe. It was starting to move up, and then it dumped 2 days ago, and then went sideways. I don't know, man. You never know. Maybe it double bottoms and shoots up, but it looks so whack. Look at the manipulation. The 4 hour going that sideways for that long. I wouldn't touch it unless it gets back above the 4 hour 200 moving average. It gets back above $4, maybe. Funny, it is at 333. Look at the 333. I don't know, possible inverted head and shoulder. It looks horrible, man. It was in a beautiful flag that it broke the trend line recently. You could say, hey, maybe in this flag, look for it to bounce. So if you're looking for movement, you're looking for a bounce, tightness, and a breakout, right? And maybe it does break out. It's pretty beat up, but I don't know, man. I'm all set. Yeah. But thank you, brother. I appreciate you. All I had to do was your super chat, and I could have turned you into a possible customer. You can show that's how much I don't care about the money, right? I'm kind of a fool. If all I cared about money, I would kiss your butt and be like, please join the trading group. But I'm obviously a real person, and money doesn't control me. So you're manipulating the OG chart. It was supposed to moon. I unsubscribe. Brutal chat today. Lifers taking no prisoners. Yeah, Saturday morning, cutthroat, ready to go. I just want people to realize, like, I'm not money hungry, man, and I never was, and I never will be. If I was, I would kiss everybody's butt and say, please join the trading group. I love you all. But I'm a real person. Sometimes I just do what I do. Yeah. Is time locking Bitcoin good and viable option to earn rewards off of your stack? I see CoreDAO offering this service. Any thoughts? I'm very wary of stacking Bitcoin anywhere that I don't have full control. You know what I mean? If I'm happy, you're sad. CoreDAO, stake Bitcoin for yield, explore the Bitcoin DeFi. See, this is what got everybody excited back in the day, right? Explore DeFi and yield. So top tier yield, stake Bitcoin and Core for 2.9%. I don't know. My mind is this, like, Bitcoin's going to go up in value over time. Reject all cookies. Remember that. So Bitcoin's going to go up in value over time, right? Stake your Bitcoin, huh? Maximize Bitcoin yields with dual staking. Transform Bitcoin into a productive asset. Start staking. So you give one Bitcoin, you get Satoshi Plus protocol, delegate the validator. I don't know. I'd be really freaked out by this. You know what I mean? I don't know. So you don't love us all? I love everybody here, 100%. I love everybody. I don't love the trolls, and I don't love people that feel bad for themselves. Actually, I love everybody, but there's people that are just down and out, man. I can't take it. So you don't love us all? I love everybody, man. Yeah. But that's why I'm hard on you, because if I really loved you, I would tell you the truth, and I would give you every piece of me, no matter how. Sometimes even if it wasn't perfect, right? And that's true love, man. Is never holding back and being like the full person you can be with somebody, 100%. That's love. Yeah. Sammy, do you love Vegas? I do. Vegas is amazing. I love Vegas Claw, and I love the town of Vegas. 2 weeks to slow the war. You're funny, man. Exactly. That's a good point. Like, how is Fear and Greed Index still 8? I know. So I'm not supporting this at all. I'm just looking at it. I get really freaked out staking my Bitcoin. And what, for just 3% a year? You know what I mean? Self-custodial. Your Bitcoin stay in your wallet. No transfer, no wrapped asset, no headache. Really? Okay. Bitcoin native feature. CLS resists a Bitcoin output from being spent until a set timer or block height. Your initial asset stays safe. Get back what you locked plus yield with no risk of loss. How is there no risk of loss? You know what I mean? Where Bitcoin security meets scalable proof of stake. Core plus consensus leverages 3 decentralized delegations to elect high-performance validators. Read the white paper. So earn yield on the Bitcoin without ever losing custody. Stake both Bitcoin and Core to get higher Bitcoin staking rates. Earn yield on Bitcoin while using Bitcoin. Earn yield on Core while still using Core. Liquid staking. Interesting. I love it, but I also get very nervous of staking my Bitcoin. I have to be honest. But it says self-custody. I don't know. How does that work, though? It's locked in a smart contract. I mean, there's got to be a way where you can't get your Bitcoin back, though, if you don't, right? Interesting. What are your daily affirmations? I wake up in the morning and say, Dear Lord, thank you for my use of my legs. I may walk to the bathroom or my leg, now that I have one leg, for now. But I still got both my legs. I shouldn't talk like that. I want to put down the leg. It's just down and out, but it will come back strong. I say thank you for my kids, man, that they had a wonderful day yesterday. They were healthy, safe. Everything went well. And I say thank you. Help me become a good father. Make sure that I don't bring forever chemicals into the house. We have the right toilet paper at the house, right? My wife got bamboo toilet paper years ago. She found out it wasn't good, right? So... yeah. I staked 1,000 in Core. Now it's worth $10. Hey, there you go. I'm not even really here to make much money, just enjoying watching you make money. I have a 6-month-old and not rich, so I can't take much risk. Trying to work with 1K to turn that into 2K or something. You will, man. And don't use the word try. Get rid of that word. Say, I am going to turn this money into more money. I am going to become successful. I am going to learn from people that know more than me. I am going to empower myself with knowledge. I am going to start the day off right? I am going to become who I said I'm going to become. I am. Speaking I ams. I am who I said I was. I do what I say I'm going to do. I come through for who I say I'm going to come through for. My word is bond. If I say something, it's guaranteed. All right? Right? And that's how you want to be someone that people, when I say I'm going to be there at 8 a.m., the whole world knows I'm going to be there at 8 a.m. There's not one person that thinks I ain't going to show up on time, right? Amen. Thousands of people around the world know the lifer, honor the lifer, and respect the lifer because of why? Because of my actions. I didn't say anything. I just did it every single day. And that's what I want to teach you is my dad always said, actions speak louder than words. You can tell me you love me, show me you love me by not getting in trouble, by coming home on time, by doing the right thing, my dad used to tell me. That's how you show your dad you love him, not by saying, oh, I love, that's the key. You know what it was is I wake up and my foot's really sore in the morning and I just was able to hobble from my bed to the office and I didn't want to have to go all the way across the house to go get more clothes. So I'm just wearing what I had on last night without the tie. I have to be honest with everybody. First time I've ever mailed in the outfit, but hey, maybe the second time. Try is worse than F-U-C-K. It really is. Like, oops. But try is the worst language in the world. Worst word in the English language, man. Yeah. So here we sit, and here we stand. What's the word? Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. God bless you, Stack, holding us down. Thank you so much for all the constant love and support, Stack, for all these years. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're feeling okay with your injuries and your ups and downs. It's not easy, man. There is no try, do or do not, and that's what Yogi, it's funny. My daughter loves that. We came up with that. We watched Star Wars together, and I told her, look, there is no try. There's do or do not. And she really, really took a liking to that. And every once in a while, she'll be down and out. She'll be a little struggling, and she'll be like, and I'll be like, she'll be like, I tried to do it. I said, there is no try, honey. There's do or do not. I'm hard on my kids because they got to understand that there's rules to abide by in this world to make it. And you can't play games, right? They got a dad who never takes a day off. That's going to leave an imprint on them for sure. Look at the sideways price action. We go to the 1 minute. It must be Sid's Ways. Look at this thing. Just, we got a beautiful model this morning. Did not play out. 21 above the 200 making the flag. Went after the hunts. Now they're in the same model again. Looks like they'll come after the hunts again. But man, this is getting tighter and tighter. A move has to come soon. I say tonight it comes. I'd be surprised if maybe they see me gap it and try to keep it sideways for so long. But I keep swinging even when they think they have me on the ropes. Thank you, brother. You'll be back to yourself in no time. Thank you so much for saying that, man. Today I'm feeling pretty good. I had a really deep night's sleep. Like I was going to do a video update for you guys, but I was out of it. And I was like, and I looked at the charts. I said, I'm falling asleep to this. And I knew that was the best update I could give you because that was what it was, right? There was nothing better than that. All right. Big hockey game tomorrow morning. Okay. All right. Don't think, feel. Bruce Lee. Yeah. I had a good sleep too. God bless you, bro. Can't spoil the kids too much. No, not at all. So look, we just opened a long here on Pionex. All right. Here's one position. We got a long open on weeks, right? That I think was up the last time I looked at it. I took this flag last night, right there. I traded right there, and I'm in the money now, you see? I took this flag with the stop below. Could actually move the stop up to the 200 there. Okay. Yeah, we're just, and then we got a gold trade open too. On BTCC, and gold's been ripping, right? So yeah, it's been a good time. Life has been good, and we should make a boatload of money off this gold trade. Let's talk about the gold trade I gave you guys and what happened to it. All right, so it took about a week or two to we were staying on it, but gold did break out. Even on the daily time frame here, you can see we had a massive pump. And I told you to get into gold right here near the bottom of the channel, back in this area, anywhere in this tightness. We're looking for gold to break out and head to 5,511. Possible bottom for injective. Some altcoins are looking like a bottom. It's like how much more can they be sold off when you think about it? It's insanity. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, so, and you can see I made a Bitcoin trade too here that's up 600. I didn't even know I was up 600 bucks. So my gold trade with the pump still didn't give me the money. I guess I'm in late, but I see that, hovering. But I got a nice 600 bucks on Bitcoin here on BTCC. I went real hard here when we got kind of bounced off this key area, right? So we'll see. That will even, this could break out. That's going to pay me pretty nicely too. So I got positions all over the place. I got positions on BTCC. I got positions on Weeks. I got positions on Pionex. And I even got a position on MEXC right now, man. It's interesting. I'm looking for this bottom call, man. I'm a little more aggressive than normal here. I feel like I should take something off the table today. I definitely moved my stop loss to break even on the Bitcoin call. Can't lose any money there. right? Just swing it right up there. So yeah, man, it's, you know, I try to make between 500 and $1,000 a day every day. I'm not saying it happens every time. When I lose, I usually lose $150, 300. You remember the other day I lost $400, 2 days in a row. I keep the losses very small. Sometimes I will have 6-7 losses in a row, but there'll be 100, 200. It'll amass to $700-800. Like, I'm smart. I'm not losing thousands of dollars. My dad was good with money. He didn't lose tons of money. He taught me how not to lose money. That's like the biggest thing. Sam, try peptides for your recovery. You will thank me. I am. I got peptides right now, actually. Actually, let me see if I can get the peptides in here. Wanted to show you guys the peptides I'm taking so you can see the company, how I'm taking them, and you can kind of understand a little bit about what's happening there. All right. You don't trade on Binance? I can't. Americans are not allowed. We got kicked off of Binance like, I don't know, 5 years ago, man. Yeah, get with the times, bro. We can't trade on Binance. Like, they made it impossible. They kicked us off, man. It was my favorite exchange. I traded Binance for years. Don't get me, man. I was on Binance for years. I couldn't believe it when I had to leave Binance. It was sad for me. It was like, then they gave us Binance US and it sucked. It was like nothing like Binance. Then they took away like your USD. They're able to do USD with it, right? Then they gave us back USD. It's like, man, they were playing some serious games the last few years with us as Americans here. What's the best sex for leverage in the USA? I think it's Weeks, man. Weeks is amazing. Weeks and Pionex and BTCC, all of them. The ones that I promote, they're all really good for United States. They work really well. They have like some type of licensing which keeps them, you know, Weeks, BTCC, and and I love MEXC too, but MEXC isn't available to everybody around the world, right? Yeah. U.S. going to attack Iran by tomorrow. I don't know. I don't get into the negativity thing. Like maybe, you know, there's some things going on, but I don't get too much. I don't get too into it. I just look at the charts, man. I just look at the charts. Something's happening on my computer. It's like, it's bogging down right now. Anyway, we see. Thank you, Sam. God bless you and your family. Get them girls some ice cream today. That's amazing that you did that. Gave me $19 for my kids to get ice cream. You're a blessed person, bro. I don't know who you are. We got to meet. Maybe we have met. I don't want to be rude, but if I haven't met you, I would like to. You seem like a really cool person, man. Sam, when is No Pants coin coming out? When you put it out. I'm not putting out any of that crap. Yeah. VPN wouldn't work for Binance. How is that different? They demanded an ID. Yeah, they demanded an ID. Like, you had to give them your ID. It didn't matter whether you use a VPN. You had a KYC. You see? So we're just looking for Bitcoin to break out here, getting tighter and tighter in the move. All right? I'm at break even with up $600 on this trade on BTCC. All right? And it's 67,250. And the gold trade's a long-term trade. That was down like $2,000. So I just held it. Now it's only down $50. So you know, I like Kita. I've always liked Kita. What's weird though, you know what it is? I must have bought gold here when we were about to break out, thinking this was the breakout. Then it dipped. Now it's back in. Now it looks like the mean breakout. I should have doubled down right down there though at 48. It's all good. Once this thing starts to clear and go higher into next week and the DXY dumps, watch my macro technical analysis video, please, folks. I'm begging you. It's going to give you so much insight. I know you want the quick money and the fast scalpings, but start doing big time analysis, right? That's really going to give you an edge. Your edge is going to be able to zoom out. Where everyone else is zoomed in, you're going to be zoomed out. So important, folks. And to have, you know, bigger trades going on while you're scalping smaller trades, be able to use the market to your advantage. Okay. Well, look at my videos here. If you go to videos, my weekly technical analysis video, only 1,500 people watch it of 100,000, 104,000 people. It doesn't make any sense. It's the probably best video I put out every single week. When I don't put it out, these 2,000 people that watch it freak out. They're like, what happened to the video? But shout out to the 2,000 people that do watch it. I'm so grateful that 2,000 people watch it. But man, I wish everyone that subscribed to my channel, like 50,000 people should watch these videos. Anyway, it is what it is, but it gives you a really good insight as to what's happening in the coming weeks. Wow, we did get the pump right now, 68.4 for Bitcoin. We're up 700, and Bitcoin just got a massive pump to the upside here. It just broke out of the channel we were looking for. It just broke out. Look at that. And if you took a live trade on Pionex with me, you're already in the money. How do I do it? How does Sebi do it every time over here? Up 90, what, 95? There you go. I haven't traded Pionex in like a long time, since the market kind of turned wacky and went south on us. Nice little move there to the upside for Bitcoin with the pump. 68.5, baby, 68.5. I'm liking it. That's what was supposed to happen. Look, we had the shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. We had a flag right there. Boom, to the upside. So we look for a scalpelino. Now the stop's in break even. You can't lose that, right? This is a smaller account, so if you got $3,000 and you make $100, that's great. You see? You don't get greedy. You just keep taking money. $100 10 times 1,000. Then you've turned 3,000 into 4,000. You got to start thinking thinking about it like that. Buddy, I'm running coast to coast, starting in California. We have never met, but would love to. Hey, man, run to Florida, bro. You're so kind, sir. Shout out to you, man. God bless you. Thank you. And was that the guy that was like, that started off being upset? Or no, that's his name just looks the same, right? Scalp fast, 300 close long. Thank you for the super chat. You people are amazing. You didn't have to give, but you did. So nice of you. So blessed. I mean, that's a scalp right there. There's the 1 minute above the 200 moving average. Look, there's the 3 minute chart showing. There's above the 200, touching the, telling you're going to make the move. I don't trust the move here on the weekend, though. It's pretty sketch. I have to be honest. You did OG and left me for after the pump. Ada. Now I'm gonna do Cardano. I never say I go. What I do is I go back to the super chats and I make sure I get them all done. See, like I would go through these and I'd make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I remember someone asking about Cardano, right? Everyone is upset. See, like now I didn't do it fast enough for Ricardo. So I was too busy. I was answering another question when someone asked me, look at this pump to the upside, folks. Said I told you we were about to pump. I gave you the call Saturday morning, man. You even heard me in the morning. I said, man, are we about to pump? I said, I think you should pay attention. That's why I don't take days off, man, because my life lives by the charts. You know, when I see something, I say something. I'm there every day. I don't stop. And I gave you guys the call last night. I love what I do, man. I love helping people make gains, looking at what's the charts are telling you what's likely going to happen. So that's a tweezer top there. Yeah, 119. I'm going to take a quick scalp here. This one, you know, not every trade has to be the everyday trade. That one's just going to be, yeah, so that one got taken out, you see? Let's take a look at Cardano. Cardanza. Remember, if I didn't do Cardano, but it looked just like Bitcoin, I did it for you because it was in the same similar area. So look, last time I talked about Cardano, I saw a bear flag and it dumped back down to 21 cents. I was spot on. I nailed it. It went actually exactly to where we talked about. So that was my last talk about Cardano. Wow, Cardano really beat to the ground. All the way back down to its lows. It's crazy. Like everything got brought down to its lowest demeanor. I feel like that's a fake out, broke back inside the pattern, and now you're looking for the falling wedge to break out. It's very oversold. Probably the best time to buy Cardano. I still own boatloads. At this price, I own about 40K of it, so I still own it, have it staked in my wallet. It is what it is, man. Could be the perfect buy right now for a bounce. It's a good project. Like, it's so weird. It's a bit of a cup and handle. Tough, though. You know, you have to believe in it and be willing to hold it for years. And I bought Cardano in 2017. Soon I will have held Cardano for 10 years. I find that just like kind of insane. You know, and I didn't make half the returns I should have on it. So at one point it was $100,000 though, like in 2019 when it went to $3 and like the 2020 rally, right? It was like 120 grand and I put in like 3,600 bucks. I turned the 3,600 into 100,000. I've done so much crazy stuff with money to the point where it does, like, God let me play with money, and I've done so much, everybody. Not trying to brag, but it's just crazy what's happened to me. I've made 100 grand in a day before. So crazy. I made 50 grand in a day. In a day, a few times. I've made 20 grand in a day, like, I think over 20 times in my life. I've made an enormous amount of money in one day so many times in my life that I don't care about money anymore. Isn't that weird? I'm not bragging. I'm telling you, it's just weird. And then every time it's happened to me, I said, man, how come God blessed me with 50 grand a day? Like, what was, like, you know what I mean? But I worked my butt off. I never stopped. I always looked for opportunity. And so, of course, opportunity was going to find me. You know what I mean? Of course, opportunity was going to find me. It was only a matter of time. Right? I'm looking for Cardano to break out of this kind of iffy cup and handle here. I feel like it already kind of did, and it's making another flag outside the bigger flag. You see that? I'd look for Cardano to break out of this to the upside. Looks like we did find a bottom for Cardano, and I'm biased because I love Cardano, right? So, God is the number one reason why I've done anything in my life worth doing. God has always been there for me. You know, my mother and father are dead. I have God by my side now. My father was with me all the time, right? My father was with me all the time. And they can manipulate the books. They can create as many religions as they want. They can mess with your mind, but you know the source. The source speaks to you. Once you cleanse yourself, you know what the truth is. You hear it, you feel it, you know it. That's what religion is. That's what Jesus was telling you. The kingdom was within. Heaven and hell are here right now. You can live in hell right now. You can go be a crackhead and do drugs all day. That's hell, man. Or you can have your kids wake up in the morning and tell you that they love you. That's heaven. When your 3 kids surround you and tell you that they love you, when your wife holds you and tells you that you're amazing, if that's not heaven, tell me what is. So I believe you can find heaven and hell on this earth every single moment by just living your life, either with the devil or with God. Like, you could choose, man. And I worry about people that don't believe in God. Why? Because that means they don't believe in the devil, man. And once you don't believe in the devil's got you so tight that you may not be able to get away. God is there to remind you that you're being challenged every day by something, by someone. Okay? And you have it in you to make it happen. The Rolex, yes, I bought the Lambo, all that. I just did it to kind of like see if I could do it. You know what I mean? Can I buy a $20,000 watch one day in my life? Okay, I did it. Check that off the list, right? Can I buy a $260,000 car? Okay, I did it. Check it off the list. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care about material goods. They don't make me the man. They don't change me. They don't make my daughter love me. They don't bring me to the beach to play Frisbee with my kids. You know what I mean? Like, what makes you you is what you do for the people around you. Do you show up for your community? I got a community online I show up for every single day. You know, what do you do? Not what do you have? Your cars, your watches, all that is fine. I get it. All right. I didn't say you were whining. No, I know you weren't whining, Roadshow. No, I think you got it confused. I was looking at someone else's name. I was looking at this name here because it looked like the name. And now he's going to say it too. But I knew you weren't whining. Not 100%. I knew you weren't whining, man. I don't want to get it twisted. I love you. You're spot on. Your energy came through from the very beginning. Yeah. The Lambo gives you energy. I think it does. I think when I ride it, it reminds me that anything is possible. I look around and I see nobody in a car like that. Like, I'll take the car out and I'm like, I'm the only guy in a car like this. Like, I look from miles around. You know what I mean? Every once in a while you see one guy coming by in like a Jaguar or like a Ferrari, and you guys wave at each other like, yo, what? I see you, bro. I see you. You know what I mean? I try as an excuse to fail. 100% it is. When you tell someone you're going to try, you mean you're not going to do it. My wife is my heavenly dream. I love that you said that, man. She's blessed to have a man that loves her like that. You're a good man. And, you know, I'm here to spread light, love, and positivity and energy, folks. It's not just about money all the time. Like, look at that spike. I mean, that's what happens, right? We spiked up to 68.6. Looks like we're going to continue. This trade is starting to get Pretty busy now. I like it. I like it a lot, baby. Let's go. The breakout, man. You knew this was going to break out, but will it hold? Will it just do a bearish retest and dump? Or will this really prevail and turn into some wins? So I gave you a small scalp just to show you, if you were a small time trader with a smaller account, how you could have made a quick, $100 off $1,000, off three grand. That ain't bad. I'm showing you how I've got a bigger account going on my week's account. And the trade I got cooking here, it's up 260. And then I got a bigger trade on BTCC. This is the way, folks. This is the way. And if you want to trade where I trade, I'm just a reality. This is a reality TV show of my life. If you want to trade where I trade, I just have links to the exchanges here. I don't shill coins. You can't come to me and say, hey, if we give you $2,000, will you talk about our coin? I won't do it. I'll only talk about things that I use. I use Weeks. I use BTCC. I use MEXC. So if you want to use what I use, I found, and I tell you, I like to have 3 exchanges. I said it yesterday. I like to have 3 hardware wallets. The money should never be in one place, right? Interesting. Doesn't make sense. All you need for success is love. Love for everyone around you and love for what you do. Money is not the root of all evil. No. The lust for money is. How you behave towards money is the root of all evil. If you could feed children with money, it's not the root of all evil. Right? If you could send someone impoverished to a school to get an education, or to help them get an education, or to help, if you can send clean water, but you need money to do it. So money is not the root of all evil, just like a gun is not, like, it's the person holding the gun. Same idea. Everything has energy attached to it. You can attach negative or positive energy to almost anything. It's about you and your connection to it. 68,500 for Bitcoin. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but we did get the pump. I did go over this all night last night. Right? So I work tirelessly to make sure that you keep winning for less than $3 a day. Come on now. Less than $3 a day. Every single day, folks. We don't stop. Saturday mornings are amazing. Love your stream. I love you. Evil is the root of all evil. Amen. I love it. How many times a day do you see your model play out? It could play out between, I don't know, we could backtest it together. Let's see. Let's go. Let's answer your question in real time. Let's go to BTC, USDT. Let's go to like Coinex, wherever. Let's take a look. Let's go to like the 1 minute time frame. Let's see where Friday began. It's probably one of the greatest strategies on earth, but when people will find this out years from now, they'll be like, that guy was giving away. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Bosch Quadunyo. Bosch Quadunyo. Am I saying that right? Pants are under the 2MA on the weekly. You're funny. Time of the game, effort and patience equals the reward. Amen. It does. Yeah. I appreciate your help, Sam. Thank you every time, man. Anytime. That's what I'm here for. God gave me so much so I could give to others. He said, Sam, I'm going to bless you. And I've seen that you've always responded to me. So I'm going to bless you. When I bless you, please respond to my people. I said, yes, I will. I said, the only reason you're blessing me is so I can make the people that hear you better. Look, there's the model right there, technically. The 21 above the 200, you got to pump. There's the model right there, the 21 above the 200, you got to pump. There's the kind of the model right there, you got to pump. And there you got to pump. So it happened 1, 2, 3, 4 times from Thursday at about 11 at night or 11 in the morning to Friday at 4 in the morning, right? And then here it is again. Like, it probably happens 4 to 5 times a day. It depends on what time frame you're going to use it. You see? Like, it may not, you know what I mean? It happened just there. Boom. 21 above the 200. We got the pump. It happened just there. It happened right there. So you got 1, you got 2, you got 3 pumps since 3 in the morning. It's happened 3 times, right? And there it happened right there. It doesn't, there it was weak. It like didn't fall through. Like it got a little bit of a breakout, but it pulled you down, right?
I'm sorry. I thought you were on the I Made Friends.
Oh, thank you. What time frame is the best? How do you rule out false moves? The thing is, nothing happens for sure. So there's going to be a false move all the time. Can you trade through the false moves? That's the question. That's really what it comes down to. It comes down to you and your ability to be consistent. You only need to win 3 out of 10 trades if you're doing it properly, right? You don't need to win more than 30% of your trades. So remember that when you lose 5 straight, just remember, like, it's all right. 2 wins and I clear all this right back. Like, it's not a big deal. You got to just get out of your head with the losses. The losses get into people's heads too much, and they don't really exist, man. If you keep trading and you keep going and you use proper risk management, you should win over time. As long as you don't open large positions out of nowhere that don't make sense to the progress you've been making beforehand. You got to stick to the script. Look, this is technically the model right here. You're touching the 21, you're flagging above the 200. This should continue the pump. If not, it'll double top and drip down, and the move will be kind of a fake move again, right? Shout out to the super chats today. They were strong and amazing. Look at this. Like, on a Saturday morning, you guys are unbelievable. You people are unbelievable, guys and gals. You know, I can't believe it. Make sure I hit all the love. Don't mind the trolls. Could you look at Trump coin? Okay. SNX has been a machine. Funny, I like SNX. I owned it back in the day. Possible bottom for Injective. So we'll look at Injective, SNX, and Trump coin, right? And sorry, Ricardo, it took me a second to get that Cardano. Ricardo Cardano. They almost sounded like Ricardano. I'm going to call you Ricardano. No, I'm just... Let's take a look at Trump coin. Of course he has a coin, right? It's interesting because with World Liberty Finance breaking out, it kind of did make a move with Trump coin, right? Actually, let's go back. What the... It looked like I had a flag that played out there, but you know, this coin is at the bottom of its barrel. Played out. We sold the actual local top. If you watch my tweets, you can find them. I called out the local top for Bitcoin. For Trump coin. I said, that's it. I'm out. I made a boatload of money that weekend and moved on. And I realized it was time to move on. It was like, it is what it was. I mean, that was crazy. That definitely was a black swan event. It demolished the altcoins. To this day, they've never been where they were before because all the liquidity left and went into Trump. You know what I mean? It was like too much FOMO for one asset, and it drained the market. It really did. People sold every coin they could to get into Trump, and then some of the people did it at the top and then got drained. It was a liquidity grab. It grabbed all the liquidity out of all the other coins, shifted it into Trump coin, and then they ran off into the sunset. It was I got to be honest. It was a little grimy, man, for the crypto community, like to hold. We had never seen anything like that, right? So I mean, this is either the bottom for Trump coin or it's gonna mill out. I can't tell you. Like, either you believe in this and you think you like to buy the bottom of it, right? But I mean, and it really depends if Bitcoin can get back to the next basis and continue to pump. You know, everyone's watching that flag Bitcoin's in. Same thing here. If I had to tell you, that's a bear flag on the daily. You're getting overbought, and it looks like you could go lower. But who knows? You know, it is very beat, so it's a good place to buy. You're not chasing the top. I don't believe in that. I would swing trade this coin if the market came back strong, because it could probably get some volume. But that's it. I wouldn't marry it, right? Let's look at Injective. Someone said, I've been holding Injective for a long time, still staking it at their, like, Kepler's, you know, in Kepler. Where is my Kepler wallet? Like, there it is. There's my Kepler wallet. It's like, it's like you forget you even have this stuff, man. So crazy. I had money all over the place in all sorts of DeFi. Once the market comes back, DeFi comes back immediately. It's crazy. But now we're going to get the yield and the issues and the banks, and they don't want to give yield. So there's going to be, I don't know. Yeah, you want to see injective start to bottom out here. I see what you're saying. Like, you want to see it start to kind of round the bottom. Buy, and have it break on out. I think you're right. It could possibly be the bottom for injective. Very low. What is that? At $3.80? I just can't believe it, man. All the coins that I bought. And then you said SNX has been a machine, says Josh Landon. Let's take a look at SNX from Josh Landon. Thank you, Josh. And I like the Saturday morning stream because it's quiet. Like, usually we have, every stream we have about 1,100 to 1,300 people. We were getting 1,500. We had 2,000. They used to rock and roll. But, of course, people got rocked and wrecked and got disinterested, and it happened. So you say SNX has been on a roll. I mean, it's pumped from 28 cents all the way up to, yeah, you're right. I mean, it almost doubled. Been ripping for 3 days now. Off the bottom. Again, everything is in the absolute bottoms, though. Like, you have to believe in the coin, see that it's going to be here for over time, and then start buying it now. There's opportunity for people that believe in the bottom, I'll tell you that. I made a lot of money buying bottoms of coins when no one paid attention, holding for a couple years and then waiting. That's how all coins used to play out. You used to be able to get rewarded for buying the lows. 2024 was the time to sell, though. We did get an altcoin season. And that money rolled into Bitcoin. It's almost like they used altcoins to buy more Bitcoin in a way, right? Again, this could be your absolute bottom, but I mean, who knows? I mean, look, we just keep making lower lows and lower highs. So either you believe in this coin so much and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to DCA. For me, it's too risky at 40 cents right now. And there's not enough backing, not enough people behind it. I don't hear about it enough. It is real world asset kind of. It was one of the first like tokenized type of stock coins. Years ago, it was supposed to be big. And again, look, we did get in at $2 and it went to 22 cents. I mean, we had our, I played this back in the day. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm all set with SNX presently. I'm going to keep this breakout alive and see how high we can go with it. Get these gains, baby. But so far, so good. We did get the breakout on the live stream. What we were hoping for. We'll see what happens. Everyone, I'm out for the day. This is your Saturday morning live stream. Thank you so much for jumping on in. We just did a quick, what was it, hour? Yeah, 8:30 to 9:45. Hour and 15. Goes by in seconds. I don't know how I live stream like that every day. I'm super appreciative of each and every one of you. I love you all. I'm so thankful that I have a YouTube channel and a trading group and people to join and bounce ideas off of and have fun with. So I love you all. Stay in the trading group. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the day. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. We'll go over Bitcoin yet again to see what happened throughout the day. And I can, you can hold me to what I said. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tonight. Remember, everyone had to start to become successful. Michael Phelps, whoever it was, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, it doesn't matter, man. Anyone that you know of that became somebody had to start somewhere. The secret to success is getting started.